feel. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Lewis, and he'll get this one up to the 26. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Off the toss, Lewis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Brady. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Brady going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Ayers in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. Back now here on EA Sports. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off. And now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play there on the ground by Forte. 43 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Play action. Keenum. Complete to Barnage. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 23.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This is Forte. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Now Keenum, got to have this one. And he's got a noon one. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to run with Forte. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On play action, now Keenum. A dump off to Forte. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a carry here for Terrence West. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go. Gun!
Here we go with Forte. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Forte denied shy of the goal line. And the Patriots get the football back. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, an even 90 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
I got 11. I got 11. Let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And Barnage has it on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
1st and 10. Here's Keenum. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On 1st down, this is Forte. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Forte with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this.